And one of, I think the biggest why of why is this happening, why are the best people, why is Leyla Yunus, why is Arif Yunus spending his birthday in jail, why did Rasul turn 30 in jail? And it's to try to turn them into more inalava lives. That no one, the point is to try to show that no one is, that there is no good. Everyone is as corrupt and as cynical as we are, and that we can do this to anyone.
It is important that for our partners in the government of Azerbaijan to recognize that what our interests really are, which is that we want stability and prosperity for Azerbaijan, and we also want, and we think the key to that is for more and more independent voices to be respected and allowed to do what they do in normal modern society.
Every year, just State Department reaction, we are concerned, we are concerned, we are concerned, and the situation is getting worse, worse, worse. Of course it's going to get worse. If I was a dictator, I also will arrest everyone. There should be consequences. Why we implementing sanctions on Venezuela? Why we don't do the same thing on Azerbaijan? Is Azerbaijan more bigger player in the region?
It's very interesting. We joined the Council of Europe in order to, the mission was to help Azerbaijan to democratize, to open space, to build a civil society and things like that. But actually Azerbaijan was much more democratic place before it joined the Council of Europe. And now we had this Council of Europe, we are heading the Council of Europe, and Azerbaijan government is heading the Council of Europe, and it should help to democratize the situation furthermore. But this specific time was used to completely shut down on independent voices, completely wipe out the space from any kind of dissent, any kind of independent views, and so on. We had a square called Azadlık, freedom. It was a birthplace of Azerbaijani independent movement in the late 1980s during the Gorbachev perestroika, where people gathered and people started the idea of independence, and they renamed the name of this square from Lenin Square into the Freedom Square. Now we are an independent country, and we cannot access to this space. So
you can because now there is a parking space.
Right.
Under the square. I start kind of hating this date, December 26. I'm sorry. I know it's an important date for many of people in the United States, but this is the same day government 6 years ago decided to shut down RFRL FM broadcast. So they picked the same day for the raid to the bureau. Why? Because the rest of the world is celebrating and nobody will pay attention. I think that even right now, I think the government is basically trying to take total control over the media. And again, the possibility of some kind of resumption of the conflict, it could be one of the factors behind this moves. But the other one also, again, as I said, like moving toward more toward Russia, like this is like, we're talking to experts and this is the new analysis, that country is basically, Aliyev is acting basically like Putin. He's very established model. You make you move and then establish facts on the ground and let everybody else adapt to these realities. And this is what's happening.
And it's extremely anti-American. I mean, obviously, it's an attack on the United States, and it's coming from the head of the presidential administration. So you can't really, you can't say Putin made me do it or Rouhani made me do it. Ramiz Merkev has been there for over 20 years. He served both post-Soviet presidents. You just can't. There's no. I don't see a credible threat from Russia, at least not a public one. Russia has been threatening Georgia, Baltic states, Kazakhstan, very publicly, very clearly. One does not see that with Azerbaijan. In fact, one sees a closer relationship.